They had no place that they could play their matches. I was taught Shannock and I like the proverbs in any language. Being coward there and more. If you have belief, the help of God is on the road. And to me that would signify there are people along the road that would be God-like for helping people who are in need. Where was the first game ever in the first ever championship play? It was played where Ellen Park Hospital stands in Dublin today, and Ellen Park College. It was a vast estate owned by Lord and Lady Day French. And it was they offered the infant GAA, their lawns and their fields, if you like, which to try out this wonderful new idea, All-Ireland Challenge. And the first match ever played, first round of the All-Ireland Football Championship in 1887, was played in his lawn between Limerick Commercials and a team from County Meath, Dumderrin, not Tommy Dins, Tommy O'Dowd's or not. That was the first game ever. And believe it or not, there was a man of the match. First game ever. Man of the match award was that Lady Day French took a great fancy to one of the little. He was invited to dinner with Lady Day French, which he accepted. That was the first ever. Maybe that would be revived again. Maybe that's a little bit of glass now and again. And rugby came to the rest. Championship didn't finish until the following April. So where they won the first ever hurling and Limerick Commercial won the very first one. I checked up on it one time. You're not long after the finals and you'll get your medals here tonight. When did the Limerick Commercials get their medals? 1912. That's when the present. There was hardly any of them present because they all had emigrated by then. The Cousy Gabok, the Shilka Hands. But at least was somebody coming up with an idea. First winners never got medals. You have sure. Medal presentations were not a good bit. Again, it's a sign of progress. He's not long dead, a man I knew. He was the best man at Frank Murphy's father's wedding. He was Martin White from Kilkenny, winner of 3 All-Irelands. He travelled a lot in whatever job he had. Micheal O Muircheartaigh in the bar. And I used to meet Martin a lot. He lived to be 104 and great company about what it was like in his days. Sometimes he wouldn't go in training with Kilkenny, he'd train with his club, Tullerone. All they'd have would be a few splitters and everybody was on the field. Most of them not tugged out at all. He said, if you could win a ball in a packed field, it was better than the training that was going on elsewhere. After come my question on, Martin, do you remember getting your first All-Ireland medal? First medalist? He didn't answer my question. We won again the following year. I said, Martin, do you remember getting your first All-Ireland medal? And he continued in the vein of disregarding the question. And the following year we were going to America in the month of May, and I was at the railway station in Kilkenny, waiting to get a train to Cork to join the others to cross the Atlantic for the first time was possible. And the county secretary passed by. Now this would be May 1934. County secretary turned back and he said, Martin, did you get anything of that match we won last September? Didn't. With hand in the pocket again was on there. He was gone and Martin said, I picked up courage and I shouted after him, I got nothing for that match we won the year before either. Double that with a hand in the other pocket again. Shin Maravi Coast. It's a great measure of the wonderful progress that has been made and that's been added to year after year when you have community. Shin Maravi. As you want, even at a later stage, Dr. Dick Stokes of Limerick, a wonderful hurler. As a young man, he was on the team that won in 1940. They were a great team right through the 30s, won 3 All-Irelands. They've only won since Stokes' time in 1940. In 76 years of Highland County like Limerick, they have only won. And I put the same question to Dick. I used to meet him. He was a doctor in Limerick. Used to meet him now and again. I asked him about his All-Ireland in 1940. I had hoped to be much better than Martin Hyde's actually. He said, I came home from being in the hospital wherever he worked one evening. My mother handed me an envelope that was down in the little shop where we get the newspaper. Went in for the newspaper this morning and the lady behind the counter said, will Dick be around? Or he'll be home this evening. There was a man came in here, he was driving a lorry of timber. He stopped in here and he said, do the Stokes that live around here? They do indeed, they come in here every day. Give one of them that. His All-Ireland medalist. Not by a man driving a lorry of wood down to Cork that knew the county secretary, a few Stokes anyway, didn't they? Now it's great the development that has happened with that. It's a big occasion. It's an occasion of celebration. It's an occasion of pain. How long Roddy Cosula Shin and there are changes coming and down with God. Modern let's train now. Now I had a habit, I had a long number of years with the nicest job in the world. Broadcasting matches all over the country, year after year. But more important, getting to know the people that were involved. It's nice to know their angle on it and stuff. And especially if I thought that maybe something unusual is about to happen. I always thought now, with due respect to counties that win an awful lot, there is something extra present when something happens that you never saw before, or that maybe nobody ever saw before, like a team winning an All-Ireland for the first time. Now, it's Queen of Donegal. I always had a great regard for Donegal. It's a great county, a lot of Irish is spoken there. Haldina Dassow. They never won an All-Ireland. They didn't win an Ulster title until 1972, I think they won their first ever. And when they got into a final, 1992, I wanted to see what it was like in County Dublin. I wandered up early in the week just to meet the ordinary people as much as I could and find out, what are their expectations of this match. And even though I thought they had much of a chance of winning, but they were there, they were getting the chance. I was mad in all the Uvian. I was to be in the golf clubs, the boot of them. It was a cool mesh afternoon, a lovely little golf course, Nairn and Oakview. A lovely sunny morning. Gee, but they helped all that. It was be through the Micheal O Bar and the Micheal O Current. Naturally, what were they talking about? The All-Ireland fight. They knew nothing about it. Donegal were never there. And they were sort of intent to what it's like. One of them recognised me and he said, now you're from Kerry, you have seen, you have been in Croke Park. And you saw your countrymen run out onto the field and 80,000 people cheering. What's that moment like? How would you feel? Then I didn't go too extreme because I thought they're going to be disappointed on Sunday, but they had there. And then they go on. What's it like you're there and your county played the game and at the end of the game they're the winners? What's it like up in the stand and looking down? I gave them a reasonable account again. We played around the golf and there was nothing but me answering questions of all time. As best I could. Be spirited. Be brain-tailed when we were finished. And I said, that's the ocean already going over in the middle of the way to see how they feel. And we shook hands. One of them said what I thought was sort of sad in a way, he said, I suppose the four of us will never again meet. And I said, If Donegal win next Sunday, I'll be back here at 10 o'clock on Tuesday and I want the three of you. And we shook hands again and I headed for Guido, saying to myself, I suppose the four of us. Go on Sunday, they played fantastic. I was broadcasting the game and I can remember every kick of it. He had failed us by out 3 years. We were a wonderful team that year as well, the year after the 4 famous games with me. But the void doing nothing. Now I went down to Malahide where they were celebrating, I think it was about 1 o'clock in the morning when I made it up. We made up a better bag in them. The place was mobbed, as you'd understand, the first All-Ireland. And then I was walking through the crowd. I hadn't met all of them after the match, all the players. I wanted to meet them. Struggling up through the middle of the hall, and I got a tap on the shoulder. I was dumping my heart and who was standing behind one of the 3. If I had a camera, I'd be taking a picture of the happiest face and that moment. Very difficult to make out what he was trying to say. Made it out in the finish. What he was trying to tell me was, could you ever make it 12? Hit off the west coast slide on beats and stopping anywhere and ever. I wanted to be the little bridge that separates, I think, this Leeds from Donegal. A slide on, there's a bit of Leeds, and every diocese had to have a way to the sea. And that was their story. And I was on that bridge, I was there, they didn't come until 12:30 on the Monday. You can imagine the celebrations everywhere. It was special. Sam Maguire was about to cross the bridge into Donegal for the first time. And Anthony Malloy, he was the captain. He was the man that said when he took Sam for the hills of Donegal. And Brian McAniff, the manager, came out, and I knew them both for a good while. They were carrying it over the bridge. And they carried it over the bridge. Then Anthony Malloy came down, he said, bus won't stop, and there's you to come with us in the bus into Bundle. I was eager to mind. And I went on to Nairn and Portrude, and I was there at 12 o'clock. I was silent for the whole round. They were telling me what it was like. And I finished up by saying, is there any other county that had a Sam Maguire but were never beaten in a final? There was one other. The team that won the first ever Limerick Commerce. They won in the 1887 All-Ireland in 1888. They won again in 96. And they didn't play the final since, so they thought she'd sort of gone voted. The only other team that you can say, Kerry never lost in All-Ireland hurling final. They won one. They won one. Ballyduff won the All-Ireland of 1891. Playing the Barefoot. They didn't play the final since. They played in Dublin. Now, cause it, you could be talking forever about the GAA and the great people. It's a scale definitely there, it's about a county that never won Leeds. There are others that never won. But Leeds, I've been at functions in Leeds, and there's always a great spirit. There's great hope there, even though they're the smallest population in Ireland and so on. The hope is there. It will happen someday. You couldn't have a better thing in life than hope. That tomorrow will be better than today if today was better. It's very hard. But they got in, they won the Connacht title in 1927. They didn't win again until 1994. And they haven't won since. I had a feeling in 94 that they had a chance. I saw them the first round of the Connacht. They had something. And they were very optimistic. And John O'Mahony was training. John O'Mahony, who later came to club. Farmer. And I was broadcasting the game. But I went down to air in the week because I knew that the captain of 1927, Ref Shane Bjorn, in his 90s. And I called to his house early in the morning. I spent most of the day. Micheal O Muircheartaigh the week. As Reece Dúirt Mellish, he was the captain. Tom Gannon was his name. Can you remember lifting that? There was no. It finished like every other match. No match for the county championship. You won the title, all right, but there was no. And they had no training whatsoever. Went home after the match. Somebody said, we'll meet in Bandon tomorrow night and we'll talk. We'll play Kerry next Sunday week in the All-Ireland semi. But a few of them had a few drinks or not, I don't know, but one person got a brave way. Tom, you was the captain, you know Dublin. You spent 2 years in the teacher training college there. You get the first train in the morning and go to Dublin and get a trainer that'll help us to beat Kerry on Sunday weekend. Tom went off his train, he got off the train, well, that's that. Couldn't think that then he thought he had a friend that was the teacher training college with him, who was teaching out in Cheltenham, and he went out there and he met him in the school. He told him his problem. Can you help me? God, I don't know. Sure, this evening we'll go into O'Connell, say we'll stop there. We could get anything in O'Connell. In there when he told me that the backs to the wall pillar of the GPO was visiting the fair, and it was a Dermot Munster who were back then. Was he, there was no talk of she that I have anything to do with. That's another wonderful change. Eventually the friends said, that's our man gone down. And they ran after him and they caught on to him at the next hotel use. And Tom was so excited he didn't even ask who he was when your man said, that's our man. And Tom put the question straight to him, I'm captain of the Legion team. We won the Connacht on Sunday, we're playing Kerry on Sunday. Will you come down to Bandon on Thursday night to train? A one-night train. What? He was Micheal O'Hare's father. Micheal wasn't known that. He would only have been 7 years of age that time. But his father was famous in Dublin for helping club teams. Because he was the man who trained Clare to win the hurling All-Ireland of 1940. And this was 13 years later, and he was still famous. And fair play to him, he came down, he trained them in Ballinamore, he said, come down some night next week. Now, there must have been tremendous backs playing in that match on both sides. Kerry won 4 points to 2. It was in 1927. That's the time they tell us that football was at its peak. I put it, I owed to one of the Kerry players. You know, he was talking about the great forwards we had. Kerry, he meant. And he closed his eyes one time and he said, I can never remember Jackie Ryan, who was to my right, ever kicking the ball. And I said, how come you only scored 4 points against Leeds in 1927? He said, young man, you're making a fundamental mistake. There were tremendous backs in those days. You wouldn't doubt. Tom Gannon, I broadcast the Connacht final, very exciting game. They won it. And it was a joint presentation between Declan Darcy, who was a Dublin player who played for Leeds, Dublin Ball, played with Leeds and later played with Dublin. Joint presentation, him and Tom Gannon, who lifted no cup in 27. Now, Tardina Unta, the scale to the Soul Machine, were for that and that foot material. And I think The younger people here should make sure that everything you can get from the older people in the area is in tasks that people in transition year could do. Write them down. They could be very valuable to people later on. What kept the thing going? How was it in this year and that? To chronicle the history. I think nearly every club in Ireland had now written history. There was one there in the 1970s. Paddy Bobby started asking counties and clubs to dig back, you know, to have a tradition to hand down to them. Now, ní dólam sir, but I've come and looked at scale called Lord and Real was a notion. I think the GAA is now the strongest it ever was. It's in every county. Even though some people say they're dominating, you could walk through any part of Dublin now, and the kids, they all have Dublin jerseys and they want to know more about, you know, this player and that. That's happening all over. Facilities, Fair Park Road. Wherever I go, I always try and look at the best sports facility wherever I am. The best in this city and that city. The only city I couldn't get into to look at any one of them was in Beijing. No way could I crack there. Went to one gate, it was to be sided around the soldier, and I told my father I'd love to see the picture. You write letter to, you get letter back, you come show letters. Then I said maybe to like Bandon or go round to the next day. To the weekday, there was nothing happening inside. You write letter. The only thing I was splitting it all, I better look at everything that you do. But elsewhere, I got in to see them tonight. I don't think I've seen a better, you know, stadium anywhere in the world than Croke Park. They're always adding to it. It's a joy to walk in there. And the facilities that all clubs have now. That wouldn't happen except if you like the voluntary aspect. The voluntary aspect. If this was a professional thing, I doubt if you were to a night like this that people would never forget. Honestly, definitely the last thing I'd say, and I thought of a person, Martin O'Neill. Now Martin O'Neill is the manager of the Ireland soccer team. Now he was an extremely good player. I saw him playing an All-Ireland minor final, broadcasted semi-final. I saw him play in a college's final. Malik is at Belfast, he went to Coláiste to Cleastory. Cleastory beat them by a last-minute goal. It was Martin's fault in a way, killing time, trying to beat everyone with the ball on the ground. A parent, he went to Queen's University and played amateur soccer. He was taken to England. Years later, to be made Glasgow. Not when he was managing Glasgow Celtic, he happened to walk into us. And we began talking. We began talking about GAA. He was more anxious to talk about the GAA than soccer. And son Dulcelum scale Mariala. When I told my father I was going to go to England playing soccer, he said it was a terrible shock. And if you like, he said, a letdown. I was good at game. I was playing for a little club, Kinray. It is a little play. But to the father, that was it. That's the play. Went on and won 2 FA Cups in England. Went on to Europe and they won the European Cup and he brought the father out to Barcelona where it was playing. The whole thing was over. And Martin said in that great celebration and he said, Dad, do you still think that I did it wrong? He said he thought for a while and he said, I don't know. But could it ever compare with winning the county title with Kilray? And Martin said in a way he was right. You play for the soccer club, if you get a bet after next year, you're on to the other team, you'll never again meet them. There'll be no reunion. There'll be no get-togethers with presentations. No. In a way, it's anonymous, as the Gaelic has. He always often comes to our land. Right? Now, Tom, go and talk to him. I know what you have achieved. To win 2 of them in 8 days, that should be the Guinness Book of Records. You have to send it in, they're all printed and Roddy Pursuit. Sinead the body, they give young men. Alice Maradona, last Kahir, Carcass Change a lot. Nahaka Hebelea, Parky Cleavers, I'm told, is going to be another crowd car.
Oh.
We'll all be proud, we'll all be there for the opening game, you never know who'll be there. We have our hopes and nothing. In the hill of the road, oh God, is this like that knock now, have got a vein wig to the lesh. I was all of a sudden, and the folk of Cairn, though to last here, but now, whoever we be ordinance your race, that means on this day next year, regardless of whether you win anything or everything, may we all be alive and well and looking forward to another year with the meeting.